Hi, this video is how does a breadboard work? We use breadboards in our projects because breadboards are used for prototyping, and what we're really doing to learn is prototyping different circuits. We're not going to commit them to a circuit board or solder things together in general. So this is our breadboard, and it's got all these little holes in it where we plug wires in. But how does this breadboard work? Well, if you flip a breadboard over and peel off the back, and I don't suggest doing that, but I've done it on this one to show you, there's a bunch of metal strips, and they run like this along rows, and along the edges they're long columns like this or like this. And you'll notice some gaps. There's a gap here in the middle between the rows, and there's also a gap here between the columns. So on our breadboard, if I plug a wire in to a row here, and another wire into the same row, say here, those two wires are now connected, and my electricity can flow from here through the breadboard and then back out that other wire. If I jump it across that gap, those two wires are not connected, right? Similarly, I can use these outside rows, like this blue one, to connect over to the Raspberry Pi to a ground port. And then that whole column becomes grounded. If I pop a little jumper wire in, and you'll see these in a lot of my videos, it extends the ground across. So now my ground runs all the way across, and I can take components like a button where I want one side to run to ground and the other side to run to power or to a GPIO port, like that. Okay? So rows and columns, and that's how a breadboard works.